When you think of the ultimate summer camp slasher blueprint, you probably think of films like Friday the 13th, The Burning, and Madman. But the movie that actually laid the foundation for the entire 80s summer camp horror craze wasn't a horror film at all. It was the 1979 comedy, Meatballs. Released a full year before the slasher boom truly ignited, this Bill Murray classic accidentally invented the most iconic trope in camp horror history. The scary campfire legend that primes the audience for the terror to come. In 1979, the summer camp slasher genre didn't exist yet. Halloween had just popularized the mass killer in 1978, but the woods were still safe. Enter Meatballs. Directed by legendary filmmaker Ivan Reitman, the film shifts from wacky comedy to genuine eerie tension. Head counselor Tripper gathers the kids around a pitch-black campfire to tell the legend of the Hook, a crazed killer supposedly lurking in the surrounding woods. Reitman shoots it exactly like a horror film. The light from the fire casts long shadows, the music drops out, and the camera slowly zooms in on the terrified faces of the campers. What happened next became the law of slasher cinema. Tripper builds the tension to a boiling point as he describes the killer closing in. Then, Tripper reveals a hook on his right hand, scaring everyone around the campfire. The campers scream, the audience jumps, and then everyone laughs. It was a prank. But horror directors weren't laughing, they were taking notes. Reitman proved that the isolated, nocturnal campfire setting was the ultimate psychological weapon. It forces characters into a tight circle, completely blinded by the firelight, making them totally vulnerable to whatever is waiting in the dark. When the slasher craze exploded, almost every single summer camp horror movie copied Ivan Reitman's exact sequence to set up their killers and drop a jump scare. In Friday the 13th Part 2, released in 1981, the counselors gather around the fire where head counselor Paul tells the legend of Jason Voorhees, only for another counselor in a mask to leap out as a prank. It completely mirrors Meatballs. Also, look at The Burning from the same year. The campers sit around a fire while Todd tells the terrifying story of Cropsey. Just like in Friday the 13th Part 2, the tension builds until a counselor comes out for a jump scare. 1981's Madman also has a scene with campers and counselors gathered around a campfire, being told the story of Madman Mars. The formula became set in stone. Use the campfire story to establish the movie's mythology. Use it to prime the audience for dread. And use a fake jump scare to lower the character's guards right before the real killer strikes. Without Ivan Reitman and Meatballs testing the waters of campsite terror, the summer camp slasher genre might look completely different today. It built a structural foundation that turned the woods from a place of summer fun into an area of pure cinematic terror. So next time you watch a mass killer stalk teenagers through the trees, remember to thank Ivan Reitman, Bill Murray, and Camp North Star. They told the story first. Thanks for watching. Slash away at that like and subscribe button, and don't go into the woods alone.